That jingle was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's quite hard case. So it was just off the cuff. Na-Lata. Na-Lata. Are we recording?
Yeah, I've just got your intro then.
Oh, come on!
Yeah. Oh well. Welcome to episode 6 of the Na-Lata project. As always, I have my mate here, Fernando.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good all the time.
We're back from the dead. We've got our producer Nick. How are you, mate? You all right? Good to see you. And today's guest, we have got all-round good bugger and our jiu-jitsu mate, Luke Mason. He's
fellas.
Hey, mate, how are you?
Oh, bruised up from last night.
It's a bit bloody hot last night.
Pretty easy last night. Pretty easy.
Every time I go to work, the next day, everyone's like, "Did you get in a fight last night?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Got my ass kicked.
It's really good.
So you're a marketing manager and you work for White's Power Sports.
Yeah, mate, that's me.
You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the company is a motorcycle parts and accessories importer and distributor. So we bring in anything to do with motorcycle parts, apparel, tyres, the whole 9 yards. It's been going since 1952.
Yeah.
It was originally a importer and distributor of like Vespa and stuff like that, and then over the years it's sort of developed into something else. Yeah. The current owner bought it back in the mid-90s, and then it's sort of grown from there. And we're now in Australia, and we've got big ambitions to take our brand, our house brand, globally. So it should be pretty good. It's an exciting place to be.
Oh, so you actually manufacture your own parts as well?
At the moment, we're sort of doing our own brand, sourcing, etc. But the plan is in the future to manufacture. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. For all sorts of bikes, or is it just
everything?
Everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So mainly accessory parts at the moment,
Yeah.
under that brand. But yeah, we do heaps of stuff. So we have some big brands like Shoei Helmets, which is a huge Japanese brand, possibly the best. It is the best helmet brand in the world.
Yeah, they've got some pretty cool helmets. I was seeing, are they the ones that they've got all the headphones and everything in them?
We've got some of the ones that you can put a center kit into them and have all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I was where did I see it? I can't remember where I saw it, but this thing had a visor and it had, you could put in, like, it'd have a what speed you're going and like gas consumption, everything just in the visor.
It hasn't come out yet, I don't think.
Oh, is it? Oh, my
they might be tricking you.
It's a future. It's in the future.
Oh, well, it's
in the future.
in the future, yeah. I don't know. I saw something on it anyway, so okay.
But yeah, no, all sorts of stuff. Tyres, we do Bridgestone. We do too much to answer. I think
You guys got a plan for import some electric motorbikes?
We've actually started already. So so we bring in a brand of electric scooter, which is in the last 6 months it's become the biggest electric scooter brand, or most sold electric scooter brand in New Zealand, and ranks like third behind all the other even petrol ones.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's going gangbusters. Yeah.
It's cost of fuel, It's
Yeah, absolutely. And we're also doing some electric push bikes as well under our own brand. So we created a brand for that as well.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Do you get to do a bit of product testing on these things? Or?
Oh, a little bit. Took some to the beach, over the summer, had a little ride around. Looking forward to this summer as well. So we've got a few more models coming, so it should be good.
Yeah. So like marketing and that, it's something that you wanted to do from school. Like, tell me, how did you get into that sort of thing?
Bullshit baffles brains, mate.
Yeah,
it's pretty much my story. To be honest with you, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I think I actually more wanted to be an architect.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely terrible at mathematics and science and all this stuff. Yeah. My old man's an engineer, and he was always like, "You got to do better than this."
Yeah.
So I sort of fell into the path of graphic design. Yeah. And so I was a graphic designer, did all my studies, and I worked for these guys as their graphic designer. Some 12 years ago now, something around that, and stayed there for a couple of years and really connected with them. The business was a lot smaller then, and we we did everything. It was me and the sales and marketing manager, and we did the whole lot.
Yeah, right.
And then I buggered off to the UK, and
To your AA?
yeah, brought back an English rose, and then when I came back, I was sort of looking for work, and they were like, "Well, we've grown. We need a marketing manager. Why don't we have a nudge at it?" Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, it's good that you could get somewhere where you're basically on the ground floor, You know.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, and like from there, mate, it's grown
Yeah.
so much. Like, I've started with one person. I think we just hired my 5th staff member.
Wow.
So like, now it's
How many
we're
people
humming.
now?
In the business or in
Yeah,
my
the
team?
business.
In the business, I think we've got like 50 something here in Hamilton. We've got 25 in Melbourne and 12 in Brisbane, something like that. Yeah.
Mm.
So, there's
Yeah,
80
Australia
odd
as
staff. Yeah.
Australia as well.
Yep.
Yeah, Melbourne. Okay.
Melbourne, Brisbane,
Mm.
maybe somewhere else soon.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's good. That's good.
he got a
Just keep
plan.
expanding, hey?
He got a plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what? Well, obviously, we met you here at the gym.
Yep.
What sort of inspired you to come down and start jiu-jitsu?
I think it's every sort of middle-aged man thing. It's obviously Rogan, right?
Yeah.
I think Polly.
Yeah, so
Don't
I've known
do
Polly
it.
for a long time, So
Yeah.
I have actually been thinking about jiu-jitsu or doing something like this, and I think, I didn't think I'd get as bruised up doing something like jiu-jitsu, but turns out I still bruise up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
And I just never had the balls to do it, So, so with Ant and stuff, I was like, shit, maybe we should give this a nudge. And then, we came down, and I actually messaged Polly and said, hey, I see you doing some jiu-jitsu, like, where are you doing it? And she told me and came down, and it was pretty nerve-wracking, that first time. But
yeah, always is that.
yeah, you're pretty welcoming, and so are the rest of the crew, and
Thank you.
some of them have dwindled
my
off since
best.
now. I haven't seen some of them from those first couple of...
Yeah. It's been a bit of a sort of a rolling membership, You know, and it's changed a lot since even when I started. So
Yeah, I try my best all the time, getting more comfortable for you guys when you start. I know nervous when you start.
Just trying something new, It's
Yeah.
like, and I've
Yeah.
never, and I'm probably like most people, never done any martial arts or anything before. I'm not a huge, I like sports, but I'm not particularly good at sports. So, like coming in and trying this sort of stuff was it was a bit of felt like a bit of a risk, but it felt like instantly was like, actually, I feel comfortable here. I feel welcome.
Yeah.
Even if I can't do exactly what I need to do, it's like you're still trying and still putting it out there. You don't feel like you were being put down or anything. It's really, it's really good.
Yeah. I have a little case when Polly coming here the first time as well. She said try to do jiu-jitsu first to another gym, and I have some girl as well in another gym. She's very rude with her one day about some different technique. That's why I try all the time when I have a new student. I try focusing him. I try welcome all the time because I know he coming nervous and he try his best, and I know he not gonna do properly, and that's why we step by step, and one day you can do really well. The same you guys coming here and nothing, and now for a while.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm hooked, Like, I wish I could do it more. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you've got armbar, triangle, omoplata.
Yeah. You and I are hugging each other.
I must say I've got a sore shoulder after last night. That's for sure. I've had a sore shoulder since January, to be sure.
This is he afraid for competition.
Good.
First his competition.
I'm pretty calm at the moment, but I reckon I'll start getting nervous on Friday night. Or
Friday night.
the night that you actually need some sleep.
Sometimes I'm not sleepy when I go to the competition. One night before, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do in there. And then when you the match, your heart like you say, "Wow, that's I'm one."
I think you'll do good, mate.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, whatever happens.
Yeah,
Just
you
stick
don't
it to-
need to prove nothing for.
Nah.
Do you know someone? You need to prove it for yourself as well. Have a look.
it's just an experience
Yeah,
at the end
yeah,
of the day, right?
exactly, yeah.
Another notch in the belt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
look, I'm not going to become a bloody professional jiu-jitsu competitor, but
yeah,
it'd
exactly.
be nice to just have a crack at one of them. So
Yeah.
that's the
pretty
idea
good.
behind that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you come down with Ants, young
Yeah.
fella. Yeah, so that's a good story there, mate.
Yeah, so we're part of a program called Big Buddy.
Yeah.
And we've been doing that for, it was just before lockdown, I think. So it was 2019 we kicked it off. And then, so it's sort of, done all the normal stuff on weekends and, bike rides and going to the arcades and all that sort of stuff.
Tell us a bit about what Big Buddy is.
So Big Buddy is a program for young men and young boys that don't have a father or a good male role model in their lives. And basically you get partnered up. You apply to be a part of the program. There it is up there.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
And,
only for the boys or girls?
Yeah, no,
as
this
well?
one's only for boys. Yeah,
So boy, only
Yep.
boys.
yeah. So you go through this whole process to become a Big Buddy.
Yep.
They do all sorts of stuff and interviews and psych evaluations and all the stuff that they should do, which is good. And then they put you try and pair you up with someone that may be similar or may be able to learn from your life experiences and whatever it might be. So Ant and I got paired up and so if anyone out there wants to be a Big Buddy, I know they're looking for them. So they got more boys and they know what to do with. I think.
Yeah. I think it's a really good. I mean, I've heard them on the radio and that, and it's I've got my son, and not a lot of time, but I'd say it's a really good idea. And what kind of inspired you to get into that?
Yeah, so I mean, I've always sort of felt like I wanted to do something, you know, like some sort of give back, I guess, in a way, but I never knew what. And when I was literally driving down Greenwood Street and I saw the billboard up on there, and I was like, oh, that's quite interesting. And then I think it was that same day or the very next day I heard it on the radio, and I thought, oh, well, shit, I might have to give this a nudge. So I spoke with my wife about it, and she said, actually, I think it'd be a great thing to do. And we didn't have any children at that point and plenty of free time and all that sort of stuff. So that's when we got started, and we've been going ever since.
Yeah, it's bloody good,
It's
mate.
pretty
Yeah,
good. I think
yeah.
another person needed to do that in here, principal, because we see lots of kids need help, and it's pretty good, the attitude.
Yeah. And the young fella's coming on leaps and bounds with his jiu-jitsu as well.
Yeah, man. So since we started, even just since we, it's been 3 years now, he's grown up heaps. Like you've gotten way taller, way strong. Even being here, I was saying last night, I said, shit, mate, if you'd put that headlock in a little bit more, you would have got me. I was just holding on there.
Yeah.
But
I like Anthony because when he come in here the first day as well, he's so shiny, and I know he more comfortable and he trusts more in himself now.
Yeah.
And that's why I talk to him every time. I say, hey, trust yourself because you can do everything. And the last time you guys choke him, remember last day you guys choke him, I say to him something and he told you guys, and I said, let's say that again. He said, it's pretty good because I know he grow up and trust more in himself.
Yep.
That is we need for the kids.
He needs a slap around the ears from
Yeah.
time to time, but most teenage
most-
boys do. We all did,
I
didn't we?
definitely like this idea. Definitely next year I may try ask you putting me in contact for this guy because I wanna help. I have my son, but all the time I wanna help people. Doesn't matter how age, big guy, adults or kids. I wanna help.
Yeah.
And this is good attitude.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing. It's a pretty big commitment, right? So you got to sort of commit to regular. It doesn't need to be like you don't need to spend lots of money with them. It's just being there regularly, weekly, whatever it is, whatever you decide that is, so that they it happens. You don't let them down. so yeah, and like the jiu-jitsu thing, like obviously my life's changed a little bit now. I've got a young family, and so weekends have become a lot more precious. So doing the jiu-jitsu thing that's 2 hours every week, sometimes twice a week, that we get to hang out, wrestle, have a good time, catch up with all you fellas as well. So
Yeah.
it's all good, and we chat to and from picking them up and dropping them off.
Yeah, that's good, mate.
Go get a feed sometimes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Have more time. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's about it in a nutshell. But yeah, and I know they're looking for people. So
Yeah, anybody out there wants to do it, I mean, we'll put the link in the description, okay? Yeah, just for their website and contact details.
Yep.
And yeah, be bloody good if we could get some people to help out for that. It is, I guess it's a charity, non-profit
Yeah,
organisation.
no, it's charity. Yeah, so they're always looking for donations and support. We've got some. I think sent an email about some. They get tickets to the rugby games and stuff, so you can go to take the kids to that.
Yeah.
And it's not much of a rugby fella, so I don't get to go to those ones. But yeah, no, it's good. Yeah,
Good as well.
charity.
Yeah.
This is your part for help people.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Because this project in here, when we start basically for help everyone.
Yeah.
And the question we talk about every time in here, how you do it for yourself for help someone, and this is your help for someone.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So the Na-Lata project. So I think I did some research on it. It means something, life in a can or something. Is that correct?
Yeah. No.
You better do this one,
Na-Lata
mate.
in Brazil. Na-Lata in Brazil significated like straight to the point.
Okay.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
Because I have this idea because the same time we have a conversation here, I'm gonna ask sometimes some difficult question for you answer. That is Na-Lata. I ask you straight away, and you need to talk about your position. Doesn't matter if you know the same in my way or the same look way or the same everyone way. You got it your way, but you need to talk about. We have a papers in here. I ask about. I need to change it sometimes in my question because I ask it about what the people thinking about lots of kids, not only in New Zealand, no, or sometimes happiness.
Yeah, that's all good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Work. Yeah.
It's good gear. It's pretty durable.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000 meters. Hey, yeah, I ask about not only New Zealand. I know this problem, and not only New Zealand, but I saw in New Zealand lots the kid is going to teenagers going to suicide. I ask about your opinion about that. I know it's not only New Zealand. We have the problem in other countries. Principal in Brazil, we have a lot. But my question is, you think sometimes we have a lot of kids going to do some suicide exactly because this stuff you do in moment, you help, you give the way properly for the another kid, or the kid going to do some suicide because not have a help principle sometimes for the parents too close for himself, wanna talk to the kid about sex, about everything. Because we need to talk to the kids. Some of the kids you see sometimes 15 years old, 16 years, like a man, and never parents talking about sex. And 1 year later, he got a impregna sangueu because the parents now said, hey, use the condom. You can have lots of sex, but use the condom. Be careful. Yeah. Do you know? I think we needed talking about everything for the kids and make sure the kids grow up in the good way. That's all the time I ask this question. Ask for you as well.
I think it's a pretty
Straight to the point.
pretty difficult
Na-Lata.
question actually. But
Na-Lata.
yeah, I mean, hey, look, I don't. I think we've obviously got some sort of mental health issue in this country, and I think there's like lots of countries that have struggle with those issues. I don't know what causes it. I personally have never struggled with anything like that. I don't know what it's like to be in a place like that. So yeah, I don't know what the cause of that is, and I think it's different. It probably would be different for everyone, right? It's whether it could be not having someone there, or just thinking you're not good enough, or just not having your eyes open to different points of view, like just being so channeled on one thing that you think everything else is pointless or it's not going to help. But I don't know the answer to that question. I'm sorry, man.
Sometimes I don't know if I'm wrong, but sometimes I think, because in my time I am young, long time, not talking about that, please, long time ago in my time, we don't have this problem. I don't know, because need to work here. I start to work early because I need to help my mom, my dad, and
Do you think that
I think it's like too much protection for the kids. For example, the kids now in the moment have everything. Oh, I want an iPhone, have. I want an iPad,
Yeah,
have.
I see what you're saying, but there is two sides to that conversation, because there are kids that do have everything, but there's a huge amount of kids that don't have anything.
Yeah, correct.
And like, given you've got, say, from a low socioeconomic standpoint, there could be a broken home. There's a huge amount of social media.
Well, just media in general, right? Like we're exposed more now than ever before, right? To
that is
so like what I was going to say was, do you think maybe those things were happening when you and I and we were all younger? We just didn't know about it, or it wasn't as communicated as much, or I don't know.
That is happening because I think when we protect too much the kids, when he got one disappointed in his life, for example, I said the last time, my girl leave me. He got suicide because he never have a disappointment. He never disappointed his life, and the first one he think, is this terrible? I don't know. I was
thinking about this the other day. I was like, I obviously want to give my daughter, me and my wife want to give our daughter every opportunity and everything that she needs, but also teach her, about respect, and that you don't get what you want just because you want it. And like, she's turning into a toddler now, right? So she's just constantly screaming for stuff, and when she doesn't get it, she throws a tantrum, right?
Yeah.
And
that's we try. When we dad, we try to do. Sometimes someone said, you do everything for Iago. I said, I don't have this thing in my time. That's why I want to give you lots of things. But at the same time, I give you orientation, everything I talking about, and give him a help as well, because my son got a ADHD, and he needed some help different. And that's I try to do my best, because in my time I don't have this problem, and that's why I try and do everything for him with that.
How old's your son?
12. And the same as yours, Look.
Yeah, my son's 11. Yeah. I mean, I guess you can get caught up with children too, as wanting them to fit into a certain mould, and like becoming a good kid, be a good boy, and all that sort of thing. But I think sometimes you can, in doing that, you can take them away. I think a kid needs to feel every emotion that there is,
and find their own way,
find their own way. But like, if you, like, don't act like that, grow up, all that sort of thing. There is time and place for it. But we are built with these emotions. We're built with these feelings. You can't just block them out.
No, totally.
So, and I think there's a lot of that. And I guess we had on earlier, Jay made quite a good point about that, saying, that like the disconnection with nature, and the disconnection, with ancestry, and all that sort of
big problem.
May exacerbate the problem a little bit. I mean, I don't know the answers, but I think for I think with the social media and, you know, say for example, I don't know, if kid at school, in our day, if you had a run-in with bullies or anything like that, you know, it would be 6 hours of school, then it was over.
It stopped at the gate.
It stopped at the gate,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And,
totally.
you know, and I think
Yeah,
that's...
that must be really hard. Like, and because they've all got, you know, they've all got these devices. They've all got the platforms there, and they're getting bombarded from all. I mean, the worst what did we have was MSN Messenger, or that might have been.
Shit, I didn't even I think I was 23 before I got a cell phone. I was a bloody dinosaur.
Yeah. The social media.
I just think, you know, like exposing them to different, you know, warps of life, and, you know, different opinions, and like giving them the option to choose, and you know, if you hear something, you know, quite often people get like all upset about, you know, they hear something and that's what it is, right? That's the word. But actually, no, if you hear someone else's differing opinion, then you might go, oh, actually, I never thought about it like that. And you can start to build your own opinions based on hearing multiple scenarios, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, come to the jiu-jitsu. Leave everything here in the mat. Leave everything here.
Leave my bruises, my eyebrows.
Hey, so mate, you've got a podcast as well, Fish On?
I would say had
a podcast?
Started and didn't finish.
I think you should carry on. I listened to it, mate. It's good. It's good.
No, one of my mates, Tony and I, we obviously did a lot of listening to podcasts, and we sort of joked about it one day, and we thought, oh, fuck it, let's give it a go and see what it's all about. So I would tell you what, mate, it was nowhere near as well as set up as this. Was literally a little recorder plonked in the middle of a table and a few beers, so I had to do a bit of auto sort of correcting the audio later on.
Yeah, a little bit of post.
Get rid of the echoes and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So it was, we did it on fishing. Yeah.
So what sort of inspired that?
We just, you know, we like fishing. I'm a terrible fisherman.
Like fishing.
But I mean, you got some guests on and everything, right?
Yeah. So we had Ben Brown from Built to Fish. He was the first one. The second one, I should say. The first one was just me and Tony. We just went out for a surf cast and had a few beers at the beach. The second time was Ben Brown, who's pretty well known, and he's got his own YouTube channel, and I think he's got a podcast as well. And yeah, he's getting out there. And then the third one was Graham Sinclair. Yeah, and he was a bit of a laugh.
Yeah. So how did you do you know these guys, or did you just?
No, we just messaged them, just flicked them a message, and keen as. I guess it tries to give them a little bit of promotion, and
for sure.
They just want to talk about what they're interested in, and that was sort of it. And so I think that was before the first lockdown, to be honest. And no, it wasn't. It was after. It was in the middle, and then kids got involved. So I've had a baby now, and Tony's had 2 more, and so it's just
finding the time for everything.
We just got to figure it out, but we probably should reinvigorate it. We'll rent this space off you.
Yeah, come in here, mate. Just press play, mate. It's all
But most of my mates are fishers, so they love it, and they're far more into it than I am. I just like being out there with the boys and having a beer and pulling in a fish, right? Whereas these fellas are spending thousands of dollars on rods and reels. I don't know how they get away with that with the Wi-Fi.
I've got a couple of mates at work. One in particular, he's got the full setup, and it's just like even the lures are like hundreds of dollars.
So you got to spend 70 grand on a boat first,
and then the rest,
and the rest, and then you spending $1,000 on a reel to go on a $500 rod or whatever else.
I think once you start chasing that big game stuff too, it gets expensive. No, I'm more of a take the lad down to the wharf with the old warehouse.
I agree, man. Go get fish and chips afterwards and you haven't caught anything.
Yeah, tell some stories afterwards. Yeah. You done much fishing?
The fight terrible. If he's terrible, I think.
What about in Brazil? Because you're a coastal, weren't you?
Well, but in Brazil, fishing, I would like only put in the grill and the pie, beer, and
we'll get you out.
Only that.
I'll grab the old man's boat. We'll go for a fish.
There you go. We had last year for Wilton Contracting. with the contract money. Talking about your name, sponsor, blah, help Na-Lata. Hey, we had in the company.
That's good.
Every opportunity.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Ah,
That's
come
just a
on.
good- okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Wilson's contracting, do you hear that?
Good money. Anyway, we had the fishing. The Wilton contract pay for all the wage guys going there, and we have a fun. 2 boats, I think 15, 12 each boat. Wow, we have a fun. Lots of fishing. Lots.
Where'd you go? What coast?
In Coromandel.
Oh, Coromandel. Did you go out to the mussel
Yeah.
farms?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
mussel.
good day out.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's nice and flat.
Yeah, and
all
we
those
have a
heaps of fish.
really
If you can't-
good.
If you can't catch a fish there, mate, there's
Yeah.
something
My first time with the guys before lockdown, my first time, terrible day, raining, the boat like that. I said, come on, we're gonna die. Anyway, we not taking nothing. But last time, we take a lot. It's maybe 4 or 6 chili bean,
Chili
big
beans,
one.
Yeah, catch the limit.
And yeah. And full.
Yeah, and
Lots.
they've got a good setup too.
And in my boat, I am take the second bigger. My boat, the second bigger.
Only the second biggest.
Yeah, I wanted the first one because I have a gift money, but I can't. It's good. It's good. Fun. It's good.
Yeah, it's just more about the hanging out and the banter that goes.
Yeah,
with
because
it.
in Wilton contract got a social club as well. This time, Wilton contract pay for everyone, but we have a social club as well in there, and the guys pay I think $5 or $10 a week, and 2 ices a year. The guys gonna have a fishing, sometimes karting, do something.
Yeah, just doing that.
This
social
is
clubs are
pretty
good.
good.
Good with that, eh?
Yeah, we can do in jiu-jitsu as well, social club jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, actually, we're going to do a shout out Sentinel Homes. We're going to come
Oh,
down
please,
here.
please. The date next week. Please.
We're going to actually do a jiu-jitsu day here. You'll teach some self-defense and
It's a
just
good
get
idea.
everybody running around the mats, get a feel for it.
Yep.
We're going to get Janelle in for the girls.
Yeah.
And have a barbecue.
Nice.
I was thinking about doing like a rolling podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just just whoever wants to come and say, because there might be 10, 15 people here, so
Yeah.
it'd be quite funny,
So you got some characters down there, do you?
Yeah,
You guys work together?
Yep.
Yeah. The girls that were here the other.
Yeah. No, they're
Together.
yeah. So no, we've definitely got some characters down there, and really good people with interesting stories too. So
Yeah.
Cool.
going to work my way through interviewing them all.
Nice.
Ryan, you're next. Shout out to Ryan.
So what's your gig over there, mate? What do you do?
I'm one of the PMs, project
Okay.
managers. Yeah. So just look after the delivery of.
Tell people how to do stuff. and-
Oh yeah.
So fast.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm a carpenter by trade, so
Yeah.
that's my background. And then as I got older and the body started closing up a little bit or closing down, moved into supervisory roles and then on to project management.
Cool.
But Sentinel's residential homes and
Yep.
pretty high end.
Yep.
Award winning. We took a clean sweep at the Master Builders this year.
Oh, nice.
Our 3 entry.
I won't
3
ask you guys
entries,
to
yeah.
build me a new home then. Sounds too expensive.
Yeah, talk to him. But yeah, so that's the background there. But we've got the full sales team, QSs, like pre-construction right through to delivery. Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. One-stop shop for homes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
There's lots going up at the moment as well, isn't there? So
yeah. It's been mental. It's since COVID, it's been pretty full on.
we definitely need more housing though, don't we?
Yeah, we
So-
do. Yeah. And there is stuff happening around that where we can look at building things a bit faster and really plugging a hole in that market. Can't talk too much about it, but
it's different builder construction. It's different. You say the now is different builder.
Yeah. As I say, I can't say too much about
yeah.
it at this stage, but So there's some real innovative stuff. Don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say there. But anyway, no, there's some new stuff coming on the market that's really cool. And which means we can build a house in a lot shorter time. Yeah.
Modular stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. What
You
was that? So? 3 months. before Christmas.
I think it's finding the land is the hard part, though, eh?
Yeah,
and
well,
it's
everything's
so expensive now, man. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's why last time when the girls in here we talked about the prices. The guys today say they are 1 million, only 1 million. That's easy.
Yeah, try and pay a mortgage on 1 million.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit!
Yeah,
man.
especially once the interest rates have gone up a little bit. Too,
Yeah,
eh?
it definitely
I know, mate,
makes a big difference.
Yeah, I know a mate who he actually got on a really good time. Bought a house and home and income.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he got it for he built it under 700 a few years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and luckily he's got the income part of it too, because they've just had a baby and mum's not working, and so and he said he's just had that little increase in interest rate, and he said it bloody hurts, eh?
Oh shit! Yeah. Ours just went from like 2.6% to 5.3.
Yeah, it's quite
something,
jumpy.
and it's like $100 something bucks a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
When you
then
think of the
second
weekly,
half of it's about to go, and you're like, fuck.
yeah, especially when you're paying $13 for a cauliflower. Hey?
Yeah, exactly.
Or $4.50 for a capsicum or whatever.
Oh, Jesus! I saw a bag of tomatoes the other. $17. $17 for a bag of tomatoes, man.
What do they say that food's gone up like 8% in the last 12 months?
Yes.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the salary no go up.
No.
The same.
It's pretty hard to expect businesses to increase that much, unless they are earning a whole lot more than they were the same time last year. But it's difficult.
Basically because COVID. After COVID, lots of things change.
Yeah, well, I think you can't shut the world down for
That
essentially
long.
2 years and not
Yeah.
expect to be a little bit of a
Exactly.
kickback.
But even going back to your first point, right? Like having everyone locked down for that long is going to have ongoing effects with mental health and issues like that. So, I think there's going to be a long tail to this.
Yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. Like we've really been struggling with supply chain. Like for the first time, we're actually starting to see the wood for the trees.
Yeah.
With some real slow product that's starting to come back online, but it's been a hell of a year, man. It's things that take
Jib and wood and
basically jib and like
Jib.
joinery, specialised claddings, and then just like I have a staircase, something as simple as a staircase, like 8 month lead time.
Yeah, we were seeing something like 400% increase in freight costs over it. So, obviously goods have to go up, right? Which is why, I guess, why everything's gone up.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you try and justify a price increase, and it's like, well, we're paying X for a container, now you're paying 400 times that.
Yeah, That's it. Yeah, I mean we've been seeing massive increases just on product, like everything, cross-board, steel, concrete, timber, everything.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to hand those prices on, but boys have been working pretty solidly through that for the beginning of the year. So starting to see our way through that. Everything's starting to settle down, and we're pricing at the new prices.
Yeah.
But
I guess at the same time though, if you can't, I guess in these sorts of situations, it brings that innovation to the forefront, right? Like you're starting to see, I don't know, materials produced out of, waste, as in like plastic waste. There could be fibrous, like, what am I thinking here? Like pink bat sort of thing, right? Insulation and stuff that would have typically been brought in or whatever it might be.
Yeah, I think it takes, with the recycling one, is a toughie too, because it does take so long to bring product to market, so in the background it's just like the same old, timber. Like we haven't significantly changed the way we build. There's a few things that have come about just to speed it up, but I mean that's years and years of product testing and all that sort of thing. I'd love to see more of it. Like I really would. Like we just see what's happening with infill blocks around Hamilton, and it's the same as we've always done it. It's 3 waters connected to the council, and there's not much renewable energy.
Yeah.
Whereas, and I know there's a cost to it, but I think in the long run, I mean, I think city planners should be looking at a block of land built into a subdivision where collectively they, you know, like a block of 15 houses collects the water, has a on-site water treatment plant. There's solar, you know, all
Power
that
banks and whatnot.
Yeah, so as a collective, you know,
You could probably do that quite not easily, but more easily in the sort of high spec sort of lifestyle block scenarios, right? Where getting infrastructure out there in the first place is really difficult, like power and stuff like that, expensive as well.
Yeah.
Most of them have all their own waste treatment things anyway.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. It's but I'm sort of talking about the more town,
Suburban stuff.
Yeah, just, you know, because in the long run, it's going to be better for the town. You know? Yeah. I mean, obviously, there was still, you know, like council supply and power supply and all that. But if you can reduce the amount of water from the reservoir that we use, because, you know, there's collection.
Yep.
But instead of having like one tank per house, because like
there's companies out there trying to do that with solar, they're trying to basically create their own grid with multiple houses and batteries and all that sort of stuff. And
and hopefully that's the way it goes. I mean, it's people have got to be on board with it, right? You know.
I looked at it and I was like, nah, if the power goes out, I want it to be mine. But that's just that's a mindset when you go, well, actually, if everyone's got a battery, then the power never goes out. You sort of start thinking about it in a slightly different way.
Yeah, some of the countries today is working only for batteries, only for sun. Yeah, no have too much power, electric power. It's a good way as well. We have some, what's the name you put in the roof?
Solar?
Solar? Yeah, solar. Some different solar you can put in the floor as well, and outside, and take the energy and put in the battery.
Yeah.
It's a good deal.
Oh, I think as the years have gone on, it's just got better and better and better.
Yeah.
But like battery sizes for one.
But we still needed the products.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's fours and against a battery, because then you get into the whole mining what you need for the battery. So
we have a problem as in paint as well. We need to change some product because the one product some company don't have this product. We need to buy another one and work maybe for a couple of weeks.
All that lead, you got to take all the lead out of the paint.
and they start back to the other one. It's just really difficult principle for the paint because when do you do some job and you don't remember 1 month ago you did the job, and when do you need to do some touch-ups, a different product.
Product. Yeah.
The same for the cedar as well. I saw the guys, some of the companies are struggling for the cedar.
Yeah, cedar. Some of those cladding products have been really tough this year.
Yeah, hopefully next year getting better.
Oh, yeah.
Back to normal.
Yeah,
back to normal.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. So what other hobbies you got, mate? Or what do you like doing?
Jiu-jitsu.
I'm hooked now, man.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu, obviously. But I get it. You've got a young.
Yeah, family, man, is pretty important.
Yeah.
You know, family's always been important, but it's super important now. But other hobbies, I mean, I just like to give everything a nudge, really. I love motorsport and all that sort of stuff. I like to think of myself as a hot shot go-kart driver, but no.
You've been out to Hampton now?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, eh?
Yeah. I took Ant out there once, eh? And,
did you?
It was chaos, but yeah. It was good fun.
It's a good track, eh?
We go to the drift cars a few times. It was a bit more fun.
I like motocross.
Oh, yeah?
I love motocross.
Oh, you know?
Yeah,
I
did in Brazil.
Did you?
I did in Brazil a lot. Yeah, motocross and the trial. I love it. And the last, this year I have a one YR 450 Yamaha, and I sail. And the next year I'm gonna buy another one for
A WR 450.
Yeah. No, YR.
YR.
Yeah, Yamaha YR.
Don't know, you're talking to the wrong person, mate.
Yeah, no, Y.
WR, probably WR.
No.
It's a trail riding bike.
WR. Yeah, WR.
Yeah.
450. Yeah, WR. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do a bit of trail riding back in my younger days. I wasn't very good at it. Again, it was just to get out there
I
with the
love
boys
it.
and have some fun.
I
And
love it.
But yeah, motocross, man, those guys are mad.
Yeah, they're
Have
crazy.
one
eh?
place in Hentley. Wow. Big jumps. 30
I think
meters.
it's called
I
Motor
love
Central,
it.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of it. Yeah, pretty
It's
good.
really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Is that what you're into, doing the big
Yeah.
jumps and everything?
Yeah, I love it.
Man, if I could get that high off the ground, I felt like I was...
I love it.
got 3 feet of...
I love everything, but in my heart, like.
Yeah. I've always fancied I always fancied like a road bike or something like that. But now I've just got older and I thought,
Never.
Problem with a road
older
bike
one.
is
Yeah.
you want to go fast all the
yeah, I
time.
want to go fast and I'll
Yeah.
end up coming off it and then
Yeah.
I'll get balls up.
I had I bought a...
But it's in the trial. When do you do trial? It's really good because you have a motorbike, you go in the pit and the trees
Yeah, I
and
think,
hills. It's
but when
really
you come
funny.
off, man, it hurts. Eh?
Yeah, but do you know, it's a funny. You have fun. In Brazil,
Oh, well, when you
I
buy
did
one,
it,
you've got the hookups with gear now.
Yeah, there you go.
I had all the gears in my home, my son, because last year I bought a WR for me and I bought one Forza 140 for my son, and we did sometimes in Hentley, but in Brazil it's really funny because we have the trials, and in the middle of the trial have some bars, we stop, have a drink, and go back. And some of the guys
Health and
say,
safety zone.
the guy said, "Oh, I see 3D now, 3D."
Oh, no.
Well, it's pretty wild over in.
I have a coming back. Do you know coming back? Some bag you put in your back.
Backpack,
and,
yeah.
And
Oh,
you
the
have a
drink?
water.
Oh.
But I never put water. I put whiskey with Red Bull.
You drive up the
Come
border
from a
to
wild
Colombia or
country.
something.
Because you had a jet ski as well, eh?
Last
You're
year, yeah.
Are you familiar with the term petrol head? I think you're definitely one of those, mate. Hey, the Brazilian petrol head. Hey.
Yeah.
What do you call a petrol head? How do you say that in Portuguese? I suppose there's not a word for it.
Oh, petrol head.
That's you,
I
buddy.
don't know.
We'll figure
We'll
it
just
out.
call him a nutter.
Nutter. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. My jet ski as well is a for sport as well. Oh, champ. My son, I have a video with my son. My son do zero with a jet ski jump. I show him what you can jump.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
You sound
fun.
like you've had
It's
all the
fun.
toys, mate.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that time you work hard.
Didn't you
Have
didn't
fun.
you like renovate a caravan as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I bought one. I passed in the front of the farm.
And
I
this
passed
is all in the
one
last
farm.
4 years
Yeah,
since
yeah,
you've moved
it's-
here.
Hey,
No,
it's
exactly.
like
No,
packed a lot
last year I did this, all these things. I passed in the front. I am at work, pass in the front to one farm. I saw one motorhome and 5,000. I said, okay.
Was it a motorhome or a caravan?
Motorhome.
Was it?
Motorhome truck. And I asked to the man, the old man come and say to me, "Oh, it's my son. He put it for sale, work everything." I said, "Sure? Turn it on." He turned it on. Blah, blah, blah. The first time. 5,000. Yes. What about the road? Everything okay. I said, okay. Oh, because I don't have a 5. I have only 4. I said, I can talk to my son if he wanna sell, up to you. He go talk to his son and he called me 1 hour later and he said, he said sale for you 4,000 today. I said, okay, transfer now. And then we go there, pick it up, put it in the front of my home and start to paint. Paint for myself inside, paint outside and sale for 80,000.
Did you say 18,000?
80.
80?
80.
80?
Yeah, before.
8,000.
Oh,
Eight.
8.
I thought you said 80.
I thought you said 18.
18.
18,
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
as the price is good, the 18, but 8. Yeah.
We've got to do that boat of mine too. I want to
Yeah,
paint
your
that up.
boat,
Yeah,
your boat,
yeah.
you can renovate.
What have you got?
Oh, it's just a little shitty dinghy, but
It's a small one.
it's small. Yeah, but
But
it'll
they
be
said
fun
we
for
can-
someone.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
I
can-
bought it because I thought my love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just not interested.
you
He
need
likes
to
to
buy
kayak and all that sort of thing.
He
and
gonna
camping.
like jet ski, bro.
Yeah,
Next year,
he's
you need
like
to buy jet ski.
So we took it out the first
Son.
time, and it's like I think it's like eight horsepower on the back. So it's just a putt boat. Like I thought, we'll cruise out into the harbour, set some lines, and have a father and son day out. It'd be great. And he's like, doesn't go very fast, does it? So yeah, I think you'd definitely
Jet
be on the
ski,
jet ski bus, mate. Yeah,
next year. Next year we're gonna buy it for us. Yeah, I love it. You know, toys like that. That's why I mean, working hard.
The Na-Lata tax write-off.
Yeah. Helicopters, jet skis.
Yeah.
No, I think I'll fuck with jet ski, mate. Definitely. You can keep your motorbikes, but I'll definitely go on the jet ski.
A Spark jet ski is the best one. I love it. Cedo. Yeah.
Is that a shameless plug as well?
And you have a plan. Yeah, Cedo. Plane. Give it the sponsor for us. Yeah, pretty good, bro. Pretty good conversation today, and yeah, I like it. We're talking about lots of shits.
That's what these things are all about, right? Talk
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
See what
Talk
comes
shit,
out in the wash.
Yeah. We're just taking the plan to press play, and I mean, we edit the fluff off the front where we're setting up the camera, and we edit the fluff off the back, and then just roll it out.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think there's enough well-polished stuff on social media at the moment where it's fully edited and perfect.
Yep.
Didn't want to do that at all.
Nah.
Just rather.
I agree.
Yeah.
And there's so much stuff out. Yeah, there's just so much stuff to watch, right? And you may as well just be a little bit different and do it the way you want to do it, and see where it goes.
Yeah.
Only one question I never stop to ask: how people you help? You help someone? Yes. Okay. You pass.
Did I pass?
Yeah, you pass.
You
No.
put the name on the board,
Do you know?
mate.
Because it's really important. We're starting here for help, and we're gonna help it. But the conversation like that, no, nothing. Oh, needed to do that, correct? Nah.
Yeah, you're right. It gets a bit boxed in. Otherwise, you go off on tangent. Like we've definitely gone off on a few tangents here.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, because that's how people talk, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's I think super polished and edited is not how people talk.
Yeah.
You know, like the news. It's I think that's why more and more people are moving away from that sort of format of media and.
Well,
watching
and
podcasts
consuming on demand rather than so you can listen to it whenever you want, stop it, start it, all that sort of stuff, rather than having to be in front of the telly at 6 o'clock or whatever it is.
Yeah. Too bloody busy for that now. Eh?
Absolutely.
Life
I
has
guess.
got
I
massive
guess
hurry.
if some people wanna give interview for us, make sure contact us for email. What's the email?
Yeah. So the Na-Lata project at Gmail. So gmail.com. So just flick us a message on there if you've got a great story or you want to come on and have a yarn with us. And we've got our Instagram page. It's at Na-Lata Project as well. So
I'll have to go and follow that for you.
Yeah. We've got a massive following. Massive.
Yeah, we need to have a look.
Am I going to double it?
We need to have a look, have a space for you. Because we have a lot of
You have to be accepted.
Yeah.
That might take because there's a lot of accepting to that.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
Cool.
What you are expected for yourself in jiu-jitsu?
For me, mate, it's all about trying something new. So I've done that. Trying to do some more fitness.
Yeah.
Get a little bit fitter and not so
Control
chubby.
your breath.
Control my breathe, You tell me every single time.
Yeah. Smell the cake, blow out the candle.
So what's that?
Smell,
I know. No. Say that again.
smell the cake, blow out the candles.
Smell the cake, blow out the candles.
Yeah, there you go, mate.
Take that.
Yeah.
Just up there. Yes.
I smell the cake.
Yeah.
No, that was
Smell the cake.
that is good. But you
it's
tell me
good,
every
good.
time because I'm just panting like.
But
Yeah.
from when you first started, mate, like you get it. You
When
get
he
right through-
first started, I said, I think this guy gonna kill. He kill himself because you know control your breath, and sometimes I see your lips like a blue. I said, wow. But now you control pretty well,
I'm just going so hard, man.
Yeah, I know, but you control well and you do properly the techniques I know you try your best. Anthony as well. Anthony takes so fast, he's
Yeah,
Kids say that, they just go to
take
it.
fast and
I just need to get this stuff in my head. But
No, you are though. When we were drilling, what the hell were we drilling last night? Armbar, triangle, Na-Lata.
yeah. Pretty
I don't have
good.
to tell you.
You did well.
starting to get it,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, you knew how to do it. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's a basic, that's I said, you don't need the putty or you white belt, you guys white belts, you guys don't need the putty some stuff you gonna some of the guys wanna go into YouTube and you wanna do foot lock. You can't do because you white belt. I don't know in no-gi you can't do, but otherwise not. As is really good, you start for the base and you have a good base, and because the base, if you have good base, you take for the rest of your life.
It's like building a house, right? Good
Yeah,
foundation.
Good foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you see good black belts in the world, the guy's got a good base, and all his fight you see YouTube, his fight the same. You say farewell, but yeah.
I know I'm never going to take on the world with this sort of stuff.
No,
it's just
no,
for me, it's just a bit of fun. But
Yes, but I say
but
the
it's just
base.
as mental as it is physical, right? Like you're absolutely rooted after being here.
Sometimes you come to from the job so stressed. Happiness sometimes if you look. Come so stressed. Last week we have a role only me and him. He said, "Oh man, I have a lot of stuff, job and I need the role." And
we had like
when they finish,
5 decent rolls with this fella, and felt way better afterwards.
Yeah.
I just clears the mind. Got home, slept well, bloody good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'll be, when my daughter gets a little bit older, be signing her up. I think it'll be super good for her. And
See, some kids love it. The kids love. We need more students as well.
Yeah, we're going to get Nick along. Nick's coming. Yeah,
Nick's come. Good, Nick. Yeah.
I won't be the lowest one on the totem pole.
Yeah.
How's your young fella now, mate? 4 months. Yeah. So once he sort of gets up.
Yeah. We have Louis. How old is Louis?
Oh, Louis is 4.
4. It's so good.
Yeah.
He do the warm up.
Yeah.
If you see he doing the warm ups, you say, "Come on, he do really properly."
Just if you can see his
Knee high to a grasshopper.
the other side. He's got his little gi pants rolled up. And his belt wraps around him about 100 times.
No, I give you another new belt. You got a new belt, white, 2 straps.
2 stripes.
Yes, bro.
And his brother Mason,
Yeah, Mason.
Yeah,
So
he's
good. So good.
So he's really getting there, man. His takedowns are awesome.
Yeah. The guys, that's I say there's much more kids we bring in here is pretty good because
It's definitely so I hadn't really thought about how technical it actually was and how mental it was, like having to think about the next step and all that sort of shit, right? And then, watching and learning the next move for if you get into a position, and it's like human chess.
Yeah.
And then watching, YouTube videos and seeing like we were talking about the other day, like Paddy the Batty, like smoke those 10 Marines. And I think it's just a pretty impressive sport.
Yeah.
And you see those no-gi guys, Wow. Like we were talking last night.
Oh, he's shredded as hell, yeah.
Unbelievable. He's just unstoppable.
Super strong.
But that's like he's in the John Danaher, John Danaher gym. Look up him next time you're having a cruise through YouTube. He's a Kiwi guy.
Yeah.
I believe he's like a biologist. Oh, let's pull him up. We have the technology. That I keep forgetting to use. We've got the Goog machine. This guy here, he's a Kiwi guy, and he trains all these fucking weapons. They call him the Danaher Death Squad.
He's a Kiwi fella.
Yeah, he was on Rogan, bro. You wanna?
Oh, I'll have to find that one.
Yeah, it's real good. Now, so he lives in the gym. and you'll never see him out. He just wears a rash shirt full time. Like people joke that they invite him out for dinner and he comes in a rash shirt. Yeah, he's that guy. And but he's really, I think he was involved. I'm probably gonna fuck this up, but
His master, Renzo Grace. Renzo.
kickboxing, keep going up a little bit. Martial arts career, but he's really like he's a really well educated guy, smart.
Yeah.
I think I want to say he had something to do in Harvard, and like he was that level of education. And, but then he just had a love for martial arts and just dedicated to. But I think it's I'm going to probably fuck this up, but I think he sort of like was involved with like Aikido, maybe judo, something like that. But then jiu-jitsu, all sort of martial arts, and he's just teaching these guys. They're sort of the guys developing the lead locks after Eddie Bravo type thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they just...
I don't know a whole lot about. Like I say, it's sort of pretty new to me. But I'm now just googling stuff, watching stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. And that's the great thing about YouTube. There's so much stuff.
Last week we have a big fight. The two fellas, one is from America, and another one from Brazil. André Galvão. Wow, the guys have a fight, 2 hours and a half fight, no stop.
Fuck.
Yeah, submission, and the
3 minutes is enough for me.
the American guy submission Brazilian André Galvão. Huh?
Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the fellow I was talking about.
After 2 hours and a half, his submission André Galvão.
And that's a fucking
do you
long
see
time
the big
to roll,
guys?
yeah.
Do you see the big
They're
guys?
huge.
Wow,
Yeah.
the guys is so huge.
Yeah.
And-
Because he's up around 100 kilos, that guy.
And the guys, yeah.
I was like,
and the
shit, he
guys,
looks quite old. Like he must have done all this.
André Galvão is
But he's like mid-20s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but so he's basically he's in that down here gym. Yeah.
Ah,
that's
okay.
where he's from.
Cool.
He's
Oh,
André
look at that.
André Galvão take this fight with him. The guy's got a big fight before the fight. The other guy punched André Galvão in the face, and we have a fight. Lots of trouble before this fight. But I would say for myself, André Galvão, no need to do this fight because in the moment he old, he got his gym, but he still did the fight after 2 hours and a half tech. But 2 hours and a half a fight, bro, is a
Like 2 hours and a half of attack and defence and attack and defence. Because it'd just be a chess game, right?
You'd be absolutely rooted up.
Oh,
yeah. My last fight.
I wonder if they have warm-ups
You need
first.
to hydrate and then
My
go to
last-
sleep.
My last fight in competition in Auckland, the national, I have a 40 minutes. My arm, my right arm, no move, my hands no like that after the fight. Here, big pump.
Get the old arm pump.
Yeah.
Used to get that on the dirt bike. as
Yeah, exactly. Wow, so 40 minutes. You
Did you
imagine
do it? Was that a 40-minute roll?
14
14? Yeah.
minutes roll.
Black belt.
Yeah. Do you know? I can't imagine it. 2 hours and a half.
What did we roll for last night? 3 minutes?
Yeah.
4 minutes.
You and I were both passed out.
4 minutes. 4 minutes. You're fighting the competition. It's a 4.
Yeah, I know.
4 or 5.
I know.
Do you ever have any other black belts come in here?
Yeah, we have when we have an inauguration, we start in here. We have another black belts in here.
I'll be interested to see you roll with another black belt to see how the
Oh,
pros
come
do
to
it.
the next
Black belt meetings.
I went to the black belt meeting in Auckland.
Yeah,
with,
I think the
with
black
it's bloody good.
next one is in Christchurch, but I'm not
Oh, you
going
probably
this
won't
one.
go that one. But.
Yeah, I'm going one in here, and they let you know.
Yeah, man. I'll be keen
It's
just
just
to watch.
as a spectator, it's bloody good.
Yeah, and I'll try and come down on the weekend and see what's going on.
Yeah,
with
look,
the
you
good
went to the
competition.
last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I the last one I have a 2 or 3 is good for me, but after that I'm getting so tired and far.
To me, it seems.
And
everyone's
I am crazy sometimes because look at me, and sometimes I would like take the big boys
Yeah,
So
you're the
host.
Brazilian petrol head, and we're gonna figure out
That's
the
right.
Translation.
Portuguese name for that.
Loco, crazy,
Diablo.
loco, crazy, loco.
Oh yeah, I mean, just in like the last sort of piece on jiu-jitsu for me is I just don't find everyone's quite humble, right? Like there's no ego or any of that.
No.
Sort of
Nah,
shit.
nah,
And,
nah.
and you find
Please
that
point the black
very
belt
much,
meetings.
yeah. So that's what
No
was
ego.
noticeable for me is these guys came in. There must have been 50 of you.
Yeah, 50.
And like they come into the gym, and this is New Zealand's elite, right?
Mm.
Of jiu-jitsu, and they were just such nice guys. They came and he shook everybody's hand. They shook my son's hand. You know, they just the way, like the camaraderie between all of you guys. It was remarkable. You know,
That's we said when we go into the black belt meets. We go there and they say we have a porrada. Porrada in Brazil say they like a fight, really fight. Porrada. We have a porrada, but we still friends, and the ego leave outside. Because, man, you no think you the best. You someone gonna take you, submit you, and yeah, you need to go there and practice and have a look at how shitty you are in the moment. Because yeah, for me, for example, I don't have a fight too much with black belts. When I go there, it's pretty challenge for me to know because
some of the guys there are just like full time, 7 days out there, and that's their job. They just run gyms.
They got a gym.
Yeah. Who's the guy? Who's the guy that came up from Queenstown? Honestly, bro, this guy's about half our size, and he was a weapon.
Yeah.
You know, the guy was
Jose.
his knee up. Yeah.
Jose.
Yeah, this guy does it like day in, day out. Just eat shits and breathe jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, he said to get up.
All the big guys, mate. It's just technique out the gate. I think it's like a third down, fourth down.
I think he's a 3-time.
Yeah, just a weapon.
I went and bought some shitty little mats to put on the floor in my garage so I could sort of try and practice by myself.
Yep.
And I realised I couldn't practice that much by myself. So I tried to convince my wife to have it. I said, I'll show you some of this stuff. Put her in a headlock, eh? She's like, fuck that, I'm not doing that anymore.
He went to sleep outside.
Yeah. In the bloody dog box.
I'll have to convince some of the boys to come down and have a go and get on the piss and we can have a wrestle.
I say
not
to
down
you
here,
guys,
mate.
sometimes we can come in here as well. Weekends open in here and do something here, have some beer.
Yeah, we
together.
should start Saturday morning rolls.
Yeah.
You've got this is quite weird, but those jiu-jitsu dummies, they're fucking hard case, mate. They're just like a leather man. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Your jiu-jitsu dummy, have you still got that?
Jiu-jitsu?
It's like a...
Yeah, I need to fill it up in him. I need to put some rags inside. Yeah, it's really good. After put the stuff inside, I think 60
just in guard, bro.
Yeah, but you can train. Yeah, Polly bought it for me. Polly got a one as well. Polly said the training every time she's home. This is really good. You see how much she's so
Polly
good.
was awesome, man. Do you think
she
she'll come
said
back?
I don't know.
back.
Do you
She
know
said-
her from Brazil or nah?
No. She's back. She's back next term. She said next term she's back, and she's daughter as well.
Yeah, she was good, man. She picked it up real fast.
She's doing really good in jiu-jitsu, football. You can't believe it. She's football like a man. Like a man. It's better than lots of men.
Some people are just good at everything, eh?
Yeah.
She's one of those people.
She
who's
like
good.
it, she like it.
Commits and goes for it, goes hard,
Yeah.
like a little terrier.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, that's it, man. What are we at? 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Bloody hell.
Yeah,
Talking.
it's pretty good.
That's good, man. Hey, well, thanks for coming in, Luke.
No stress.
Thanks so much, Luke.
Anytime.
Yeah. And we'll have to do it again,
so
eh?
much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was
next
half
time.
interesting for someone.
Next time I have
If not,
some
too bad.
idea. You bring some gifts and give it for the people see us, like a
Like a
t-shirt,
motorbike.
electric motorbike. Oh, getting popular. Electric motorbike. Electric motorbike.
Yeah, electric motorbike.
Yeah,
on
we
the
can
Na-Lata
make it
project.
sure
Courtesy of-
that we
I might have
give
to
it
speak
to
with the
us.
marketing manager.
No, bring some gift like t-shirt for your company, some hat, something. We can.
I'm
give
sure
it
we can
to-
arrange that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
hats or t-shirt or something.
Yeah,
Those
some-
t-shirts
Yeah.
are cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Eh?
I'll go on a
Yeah.
competition for one of those. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, we give some competition for the guys answer some things about the company as well, you know, and yeah, we can for next interview as well. Say that the next person bring some gift as well. We can give it for the people.
Yeah.
And ask about the company, do you know? Because we have a lot as a company, no need to sponsor us, but definitely need to sponsor us. Definitely need. Hey, liar, I am a liar. You guys need to sponsor us, definitely. But if you guys don't want to sponsor us, you can bring some gift.
Lavish us with gifts.
Yeah,
so electric
gift
motorcycles, helicopters,
Yeah.
fast cars,
Oh,
Jet skis.
lights
jet
out,
skis.
jet skis, hotel accommodation.
No,
left
you
it.
guys bring the gift and we give it to the guys.
Yeah,
Watch
I've
us,
definitely
eh?
got hats and shit like that. I'll
Yeah,
grab
man.
a bunch of
Yeah,
it.
next
we'll
time.
give them away. So
Yeah.
cool.
Get some marketing out there. Some
Yeah,
branding.
bro.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, think about that because you guys, basically me and the Luke and Nick in here, we no need the money exactly for Na-Lata, but we can give the gift for the peoples every week see us in Spotify or Instagram, and it's better for the company as well. We got a free.
Publicity.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Everyone
Well,
help
you
each
should
other.
probably get like sponsored by like Heineken or something like that, so you can have a,
Ah, yeah.
caregivers.
We have a Heineken here, but my friend they live in the fridge and
Oh, we're running out of plugs, man.
Yeah, say. We need
like
this
the
sponsor
lights
for
or
the
fridge.
pluggers.
Well, I suppose lights or cold beer, it's debatable.
yeah, just have it.
Yeah,
half
no,
of us are
but when
in
we
shade.
put the Heineken here, we put the wrap it around and no see the Heineken. Because if Heineken wanna did sponsor us, come on. It's a big company.
All right, we better wrap this up, guys. Thanks again, Luke.
No,
Thanks so
man.
much, Luke.
We'll see you tomorrow night for a roll.
I won't be here tomorrow.
Oh,
unfortunately.
so yeah, Tuesday night for a
babysitting, right?
roll.
Yeah,
Tuesday
babysitting.
night. Yeah,
Look forward to it, mate.
sounds good.
No,
All right.
All right, thanks, fellas.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.